Good morning, friends. I pray that wherever in the world you are right now, that the next 2 minutes are a blessing to you so that you can go out and be the blessing to those you encounter in your walk today. So a while ago, I was in a Bible study, and a part of this study was looking at what does it practically look like to, quote, follow after the Lord. And this is an expression that people in the church used often, but what does it practically mean for me in the everyday circumstance of my life to follow after the Lord? Going to work, schlepping kids around for sporting events, meeting up with friends on a Saturday night. How do I follow after the Lord in making big decisions like job changes, where to live, do I buy this house, should we have another kid? Or the small decisions, how stern or gracious should I be towards my child? What offenses should I overlook, or what are important to bring up to the offender? Well, I'm going to tell you the answer right now because I read it recently in this devotional. We should get in the habit of continually seeking His counsel on everything instead of making our own common sense decisions and then asking God to go ahead and bless those decisions that we made. And in this study, we went through an exercise and we rated how often or heavily we rely on feelings to guide our decisions, or intelligence to guide our decisions, or instinct to guide our decisions, or past experiences to guide our decisions. And here in Numbers, Moses is leading the Israelites in the desert, right? This is the wandering for 40 years. And the Israelites were getting thirsty, and we read God's instructions. And it says, take the staff, and you and your brother Aaron gather the assembly together, speak to that rock, and before their eyes, and it will pour out its water. You will bring water out of the rock for the community so that they and their livestock can drink. And you can see that God instructed him to speak to the rock. Except a few verses later, when Moses gathered the people together, he hit the rock. And this hitting of the rock was actually a deliberate disobedience by Moses, and it caused God not to let him into the promised land. And we know that previously Moses was in a similar situation, almost the exact situation in Exodus 17. And he was told by God at that point to hit the rock to bring out water for people to drink. But this time you can see that he was instructed differently by God. Similar situations, but a different guidance from God. And I don't know whether Moses was relying on feelings, intelligence, instinct, or this past experience to guide his decision. But God wants us to continually seek His counsel and not to rely on these things. He wants us to come to Him all the time with each decision we have to make. He wants to inform our decisions, big and small, so that we can follow after Him. So go to the Lord today, try it out, give Him something, and let Him lead you as you go out today and be the blessing. Till next time, Katie.